All righty. We want to welcome you guys to the Wednesday night overview, whether it is morning, afternoon, or evening, or you're on the replay. This is the one place you want to be every single week. We are fired up that you are here. We are going to be very short, very brief tonight because we're going to our grandson's birthday party. He turned 10 today, double digits. Happy birthday, Nolan. They are actually delayed their entire dinner waiting on us. So we are going to be short and succinct, but yet we are going to be powerful. I think you're going to be blown away by the time we are all said and done. But what I want to do is we do every week is I want to turn this over to my beautiful wife, who is going to outline for you just kind of how this whole thing began for us.
Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you, Todd, and welcome to all of our guests tonight to our Wednesday night call. You know, this whole thing started as a complete fluke for Todd and I. Our daughter got a Division I softball scholarship to play softball back in Illinois. And with us living in Southern California, travel started getting very expensive as we were living in hotels and renting lots of cars. So we started looking for ways to save money on travel. Well, we knew the owner of Travorium, David Hart, for many, many years. He's a dear friend of ours. And he told Todd, we've got to check out their travel product. So sure enough, we did. And as we started using the travel site, we were saving 40% off, 50% off, and even 70% off on hotels. Well, when we asked other sports parents and other parents on our daughter's softball team, what were they paying for the hotels? And when we shared with them what we were paying, they wanted to know how they could do the same. Well, as we continue to share our story with other sports parents and friends, our team continued to grow and spread. And before joining Travorium, we knew only one person outside the United States, and she lives in Canada. But as we continue to share our story, we spread to over 60 countries. And it was just a little over 2 years ago that I was able to walk away from a pretty significant corporate job of over 20 years, because as our team grew, our income grew. And when our income grew to over 10 times what I was making at my corporate job, I was able to walk away. And now I get to spend every day with my husband, and we travel and show other families how they can do the same. Now, the name of our company is Travorium, and it is a better life company. There you see on the screen are our owners and CEOs, founders, Mr. and Mrs. David and Adela Hart, and they are world-class entrepreneurs. They have a combined 30 years of experience in both traditional and direct sales. Mr. Hart was also Entrepreneur of the Year finalist at the age of 24 with Inc. magazine. Now, our company is debt-free. We have paid millions of dollars of commissions, and we have spread to over 63 countries. We have customer service in multiple languages. And there you see our beautiful building in Temecula, California. That is our corporate headquarters there in Temecula. We also have a corporate presence in Madrid, Spain, and now we have one in Kazakhstan as well. So our goal as a company is to show people how they can book at the travel agent rate, which is up to 70% off. How you can earn travel points for vacations. And also, if you wanted to turn this into a business, turn passion into profits, you can work this as a business as well. Did you know that travel is the single largest industry in the world? And if you were to ask your friends and your family, what is the number one thing they have on their bucket list? Well, most would say travel. So then why are they not taking advantage in traveling more if that's something that they want to do so badly? Well, most of them tell you they just simply can't afford it. So what our company has done is turn what was once unaffordable into affordable so families and people can start making their dreams come true now. Back to you, Todd.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Jean. And by the way, guys, going back to travel just for a moment, it is not only the single largest industry in the world, it is currently twice the size as the oil industry at 10 trillion. And you can see here, this article from Bloomberg Finance came out not that long ago, says in the next 9 years, travel is going to go to 15.5 trillion. That represents a 50% increase in just the next 9 years. And then it's going to become 3 times the size as the oil industry. So travel is not the biggest industry in the world. It is growing by leaps and bounds. And when we talk about saving people money, we do it in all of the usual arenas: hotels, resorts, rental cars, cruises, show tickets, concert tickets, NFL tickets, shopping, dining. There's a myriad of ways you're going to save a fortune with our company. Now, the dirty secret in the travel business, the thing that nobody seems to know, is the fact that 2 companies control the entire space. Now, I believe the documentation beats conversation. So I'm going to just play a small clip. And I'm going to cut this off. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to play a small clip from NBC News investigative reports.
If you go to online travel sites and
making sure I share and sound there, guys. Here we go.
Scour them looking for the best hotel deal, you may be actually wasting your time.
NBC4 consumer investigator Randy Mack is here to explain how that works.
That's right. There's a reason these deals look similar. And the problem is that these third-party sites often fall under the umbrella of one or two companies. So while you think you're searching for multiple companies looking for the very best deal, every deal you're considering may actually be from the same company.
And so they go on to talk about the fact that two companies control the entire space. And they also say that calling the hotel directly isn't going to help you either, because the hotels get all of their business from Expedia and Booking Holdings, which is really Priceline, by the way. They get all their business from, Booking Holdings and Expedia. So if you undercut our price, we'll just kick you off our platform, enjoy bankruptcy. So here's how it works in practical terms. On the screen, that's my middle daughter. She'll be having her first baby come August the 11th. We're having a granddaughter from her. So we have a lot of great things happening in our family we're excited about. But this is a picture when she got married 2 years ago. Wanted to take her honeymoon to the Maldives. Wanted to get that bungalow you see there on the screen. On Expedia site, 10 grand. On our site, $6,000. Now, every once in a while, people are like, wait a minute, hold on. Todd, how are you guys getting a better rate than Expedia? And guys, this is the whole ballgame. I want you to understand this in a nutshell. We do not, let me say this again, we do not have a better rate than Expedia. $6,000 is the rate. Expedia chose to market from $6,000 to $10,000. Then they chose to buy every travel site you can think of, so that when you price shop, all you see is $10,000. And if you call the hotel directly, they don't dare undercut Expedia and Priceline's price. Otherwise, they get kicked off the platform. They're like, 10 grand, that's the rate, when the actual rate is $6,000. Now you know how the travel business works. If you want further proof of that, all you have to do is Google the top 10 internet companies in the world, and you're going to see Amazon, Google, Facebook, Alibaba, eBay, Netflix, all the usual suspects. Well, on that list, what do you know? Priceline and Expedia. Now, remember, they do not own anything travel related. They don't own a hotel. They don't have a cruise ship. They don't have a car rental agency. How are they making billions and billions like Amazon, Google, and Facebook? Because they own a monopoly. And guys, we're bringing a brand new model to the travel space. I call it the Netflix model. When you think about Netflix, they don't make money selling movies. They make money selling a membership that allows you to watch an unlimited number of movies. As a company, we don't make money selling travel. We make money selling a membership that allows you to book travel with no markup. What does that look like? Here on the screen, you can see the exact identical room. At the bottom, you'll see Expedia.com. On the left, you'll see Travorium.com. If we come over to the last screen on the right, the last third one all the way on the right, you'll see the big red arrow. Expedia is charging $154.81. But the actual price is $38.71. How'd you guys get a better rate than Expedia? We didn't get a better rate than Expedia. $38 is the rate. Expedia chose to mark it up to $154, right? And guys, all we're doing is bringing the Netflix model. Now, if you're somebody who travels once every 2 years, you might be better off at Expedia. But if you travel once or twice a year or want to travel more, we are going to save you an absolute fortune. Not if, not maybe. Tomorrow night, we're going to be doing a live pricing comparison. We open up Expedia site, our site. We do side-by-side in your face, right? Again, documentation meets conversation. The great thing about our business model is that it's demonstrable. We can absolutely document and prove every aspect of our business. This isn't something like, well, I once heard, or I hope, or I think. And guys, that's weak sauce. We're showing you, man, not if, not maybe. We're showing people how to save 40, 50, 60, 70% in all of the major tourist destinations. Now, as good as all of that is not what made us big. What made us big is what I'm about to show you next. It is our Dreamcation platform. And this is where we can show anybody, anywhere, any budget, how they can have a 4- and 5-star vacation every single year. Now, I'm going to show this to you from our Platinum perspective. It's our #1 seller by far, not even close. With the Platinum product, you're going to get 2 vacations every 12 to 14 months. So these are 4- and 5-star vacations. There's no blackout dates, no contracts. There's no lack of inventory. There's no presentations. There's no this. There's no that. There's no penalties. There's no this. There's none of all the usual entanglements, guys. This whole program is based on want to, not have to. And I'm just going to show you the kinds of vacations that you can go on. These are the Canary Islands. They're just like the Hawaiian Islands, where Dale and Maria Roberts are right now, sitting oceanfront. But these are in the Atlantic Ocean instead of the Pacific Ocean. Beautiful weather, palm trees, absolutely gorgeous. You can go there 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. Just trade in your points and go. Don't forget to send me a postcard. This is one of the 2 vacations you're going to get once every 12 to 14 months. Maybe you'd rather go to Disney. This is a property. You guys would all recognize the name of it. If I told you what it was, it's like, oh yeah, everybody knows them. They're synonymous with luxury and, high class kind of thing. Here you've got a full kitchen, a dining room, living room, flat screen TV, fireplace, separate bedroom with a jacuzzi tub in it. You got the palm trees and swimming pools. You're 10 minutes from Disney. You were here 7 nights, 8 days for $84 after you trade in your points. Now, maybe you'd rather go get a 2-bedroom. If you look at the bottom right here, the 2 bedrooms, $200, right? But I got a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, full kitchen. I mean, just look at the pictures, right? And you're here for right outside of Disney, 8 days for a couple $100. This is one, all right? This is one of the 2 vacations you're going to get every 12 to 14 months. Now, this is a place that my wife and I stayed in, Cabo San Lucas. Now, this is a 5-star property. They built it not that long ago. We were here 7 nights, 8 days. This particular property cost 1,300 points. Well, guys, you're earning over 3,000 points a year. And so in my wife and I's case, she has an account, she told 3. I have an account, I told 3. So between my wife and I, we're earning 500 and some odd points every month. This only cost 1,300. We were here 7 nights, 8 days for $0.00, right? It translates in every language. If it's for free, it's for me. And oh, by the way, if you tell 3 other people how they can legitimately save big time money on travel, at that moment, you're no longer paying for the membership because you are now earning more than you're spending. I'm going to cover that a little bit later in the presentation. But understand that if you can simply show 3 other people how to legitimately save a fortune on travel. Well, Todd, how do I do that? Tomorrow night, we're doing a live pricing demonstration. Here's Expedia. Here's our site. City by city, we'll go. And people are going to be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, right? Guys, it is not hard to get 3 people. You enroll 3. At that moment, you got the entire benefit of everything I'm describing at no ongoing cost to you. You got 2 4 and 5-star vacations every single year, also at no cost to you other than the small fee you pay when you go. Now, what kind of vacations do we have? We have them in every single country. The United States, Mexico, Canada, Caribbean, Europe, Australia, South Pacific, South America, Central America, Asia, Africa, Middle East. Where do you want to go? And guys, all of those menus open up. So for example, if you look at the third from the left, you'll see Connecticut, Delaware, then you see Florida Disney. I mean, Disney's got their own section. Of course they do. You got Florida Other, Florida East Coast, Florida West Coast, Florida Panhandle, Florida North, Florida South. I mean, again, all of the menus open up, and you can pinpoint the area you want to go. Are there any lack of places? And is it hard to get a room, Todd? So I did a search. You can see the search I did right here. I did this search for June the 1st, 2024. I did it for the Disney area alone. So this isn't all of our places. This isn't the United States. This isn't even the state of Florida. This is just Disney. And just on that date, June 1, there's 69 different places you can book right this second based on when you want to go. Again, no blackout dates. There's no lack of inventory. There's no contracts. There's no presentations. There's no penalties. There's no this. There's no that, right? People always have all these questions. There's none of the usual entanglements, right? So part of the big idea here, guys, is that when you can show moms and dads how they can, number one, save a fortune on travel. But I go tell 3 other moms and dads how they can save a fortune on travel, and my kids get free vacations. Be right back. Why didn't you say so? That's one of the things that's really driving the sales of our company. Now, we also have our world tours. My wife and I just got back from here. We have a huge group here right this very moment. They're at this particular property. Again, when we're recording on Facebook, we're not allowed to tell you the price and the name of the property at the same time. You can call whoever asked you to be here, and they'll tell you the name of the property. This is the Grand Blank, okay? They're synonymous with luxury, and it begins with an H. So anyway, you'll probably figure it out. It's the Grand Blank. And if you look at this property, they get, it's right on the ocean. They have an ice skating rink in the middle of the place. Here at the top of this one tower, that's the restaurant that spins 360 degrees. Now, breakfast is included. And when you go to, just look at the picture in the lower right-hand corner. When you go to breakfast, they got every kind of fruit, every kind of juice, every kind of pastry. They have all kinds of chefs because they're making up breakfast for people of the Indian persuasion, right? A lot of people from India go there. People from the Arabic persuasion, people from the Asian persuasion, people from the United States. So they got all these chefs, all this different kinds of cuisine. They got the chef will make up the omelets any way you want. And you're going to be there 6 days in this 5-star property, eating breakfast in the restaurant that turns 360 with a view of the downtown Dubai, the ocean, and your total price is $49. And remember, if you tell 3 other people how they can legitimately save big time money on travel, what do the travel points cost you? Nothing, nada, zilch, zip, cero dinero, translates in every language. If it's for free, it's for me. And I trade in my free points and I'm having this 4- and 5-star vacation for $49. Maybe I want to go to Malaga, Spain. I mean, guys, this has been unbelievable property. I've had so many friends go here. It's oceanfront, breakfast included, 5 days. You have an oceanfront room, by the way. It's $99. You want to go to Portugal. I mean, look at the picture here in the lower left-hand corner. This is the kind of place that dignitaries and the heads of state, ambassadors, people like that go to this place. It is 5-star. They got a championship golf course here at the property. It's right there. You look at the cliffs, you see all that green, that's the golf course. You got all the beach and you got the stairs that come down to the beach. You're eating breakfast oceanfront every day. You have an oceanfront room, a 5-star property, $99 after you trade in your free points. You want to go to Montego Bay, all the food, all the drinks, alcohol or otherwise, everything included, oceanfront property, less money than the cost of a cheap Motel 6. You want to go to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I was here not but 6-7 weeks ago. We had an oceanfront room, all the food, all the drinks, alcohol or otherwise, right? I mean, guys, absolutely incredible. Total price, $129. Guys, we go on 2 vacations like this every year with one account. Well, my wife has an account. I have an account, so she's got 2 trips. I got 2 trips. I mean, we're getting 4 vacations a year. Oh, by the way, we told a few people who told a few people, so we became ambassadors. We'll get to that in a moment. Then they gave us 2 more vacations. But my wife and I, this very moment, we have 6 vacations a year, a vacation every other month for virtually nothing. You're thinking, well, Todd, I don't have time to take that many vacations. You don't have time yet. We haven't gotten to the money side where you're going to be able to earn more money like my wife is. She got to the place she was making 10 times as much from this as she was making at her corporate job. She said, take this job and shove it. Today, all we do is travel, vacation, have fun. And it seems like the more fun we have, the more money we make. But there's no lack of places to go to. Las Vegas, Nevada, Venice, Italy, the beaches of Hawaii, Crete, Greece, Bordeaux, France, Thailand. We have Cairo, Egypt coming, Istanbul, Turkey coming, new properties all the time. To get involved in the company, there's 3 levels of membership. We got our small, we got our medium, and then we got the one that everyone actually buys. So let's cover the small. $69 today. That's your price to get started, right? And then 30 days from now, it's $52 a month. So roughly $600 a year. Now, what am I getting for $600 a year? Well, I'm getting a book at the travel agent rate. Hotels, resorts, rental cars, shopping, dining, cruises, show tickets, concert tickets, NFL tickets. So let me give you a couple examples. A few weeks back, we were in Las Vegas, Nevada. We stayed at New York, New York. I just told you that. Well, pretend I didn't tell you the name of the place. We stayed at a place, okay, on the Strip. And guys, we saved enough money in 3 nights compared to what Expedia was charging to pay for an entire membership for 1 year. One rink-dink trip, 3 nights. And I paid for the entire membership of that particular product, right, in just 3 nights. My buddy Jeff Miner rented a truck, saved $1,400, saved almost 3 years with a membership on one truck rental. Alicia Davis went and bought tickets to the Beyonce. I went to see Beyonce. She saved $1,500 on her ticket, saved almost 3 years worth of membership in one concert purchase. My buddy Norm and his wife Annette, they had friends that bought Dallas Cowboy tickets, saved $1,800, saved almost 3 years worth of membership in one purchase. And for anybody who travels, you are going to save a multitude of what the membership costs. The membership cost is a joke compared to the amount of money you're going to save. Well, then we get our medium membership. So for $22 more per month, what am I getting? Well, you're getting travel points. where I can go on one vacation per year. Now, the pricing is not quite as good as what I showed you a moment ago. Some of those trips that where I said were for free, you might pay $100, $200 if you're on the medium membership. So pricing's not quite as good, but I'm going on one vacation per year for virtually nothing. And so I'm paying, $75 a month. And then we have the one that almost everybody buys. It's our platinum, $269 today. 30 days from now, it's $135 a month. I got all the benefits of everything I just described. Plus, I'm going on 2 vacations every 12 to 14 months, 4 and 5-star vacations. Again, guys, most people are going to save the cost of the membership and just the ancillary savings, which means you're getting the vacations basically for free because you saved so much money in all of the miscellaneous categories, okay? The vacations alone. I mean, if you just went to the trip I went to in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, that alone made the membership worth it compared to if you had to pay the price, the regular resort price. So there's a lot of ways you can look at this thing, but no matter how you look at it, it's about saving money. Now, if you want to get to the place where you have the ability to refer 3 people, you have the ability to make money, that is a one-time per year, $79 decision. So for $79, I get my replicated website, my back office, my ID number. I get the marketing videos. They do the tracking, the training, all those kinds of things are done for me. Well, now I can refer 3 people. What's my membership costing me? Nothing, because I'm earning more than I'm spending. I'm going to cover that in 2 seconds. And then I can also begin to tap into all of the home business tax deductions. Now, this is something that I implore you. I want you to Google home business tax deductions. I want you to go to Barnes & Nobles or Amazon and buy best-selling books on home business tax deductions. I want you to go see your local CPA, because if you go see your local CPA and sit down, you're going to find out you can write off your house, spouse, kids, meals, travel, entertainment, cell phones, miles on your automobile. The average person is going to save $400 to $500 a month in actual money in your pocket in tax savings. That means you're going to put $5,000 to $6,000 a year back in your pocket. Your own CPA is going to look at you and say, hey, this membership's only costing you $1,500 a year, but because it gives you a home-based business, you're saving roughly $6,000 a year in taxes. You're saving 4 times as much in taxes as it even costs for the membership. Your own CPA is going to look at you and say, whose side are you on? Right? Whose side are you on? I know the government's in debt. You want to help them out, but geez, I think I'd rather keep that money in my household, right? So again, you can go validate that for yourself. Now, I want to get into the compensation structure. And again, it begins by telling 3 people, and you're 3 tell 3, and they're 3 tell 3. That's what happened for my wife and I. I call it the social sharing ripple effect. Now, this is something you've done your entire life. You told people about a great movie. You told people about a great restaurant. This is how Facebook and Instagram got 3 billion users, although they've never, ever advertised. How'd that happen? You think back for a moment, you're like, oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I invited my friends, and my friends invited their friends, and their friends invited their friends. It's like dropping a rock in the pond, and you see the ripples spread. Well, guys, the bigger those ripples get, the bigger the check our company's going to write you every single week. And the number one thing shared on social media is travel. Nobody goes on vacation without doing a photo dump. But the difference with us is when I was in Dubai for $49, I'm not just bragging about being in Dubai. I'm bragging about what I paid. When I was in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, all the food, all the drinks, everything, oceanfront room for $129 total price. I posted a video. 5,000 people watched the video. Man, tell me more about this. How do I find out more? Please send me a link. All I'm doing is going on there and bragging about the trip I took, and the team keeps getting bigger. My check keeps getting bigger. Well, guys, that ripple effect is real. The reason that matters is this is Warren Buffett. He happens to be the 5th richest man on the entire planet. And he says, unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until the day you die. And the reason I bring that up is that is not what is currently being taught at college. People are being taught, go to school, get good grades, get a degree, get a job. It's all going to be okay. People have figured out that might have been true back in my father's time, but in today's economy, it ain't going to be okay. It ain't going to be okay, which is why the fastest growing segment of the global economy happens to be the gig economy. Countless people in the United States alone, 70 million people have signed up to do Uber and Lyft and DoorDash and Instacart. They're doing Airbnb, YouTube videos and podcasts, doing crazy things to try to make extra money. But guys, none of those things create residual income. That's just another job. Guys, we're going to show you how to create a residual income. Now, to help you understand the power of what we do, on the screen, this is Pastor Deborah and Pastor Guy Taylor. Absolutely amazing couple, amazing people. And Pastor Guy got involved in our business. So did his wife. So Deborah got to about $3,000 per month in income. Pastor Guy got to about $2,000 per month in income. And then Pastor Guy needed a kidney transplant and had a lot of different issues going on. And he went to be with the Lord. And although Pastor Guy was gone, that $2,000 per month check, that check does not go away. That check keeps coming in every single month. Well, that money went to whoever he decides to leave it to. You can leave it to your spouse, your kids, your grandkids, your dog, your goldfish. That's up to you. Well, he decided to leave it to his wife, Deborah. Well, Deborah's like, I don't need your check. My check's bigger than yours. And so Deborah gave it to the grandkids, Ava and Greasy. There's a picture of them on the screen. They were 4 years old and 6 years old at the time. Well, that social sharing ripple effect. People kept telling people, the business continued to grow. His check went from $2,000 per month to he now has a major, significant six-figure income from our company. His income is going like this. I mean, come back and talk to me in 12 months. His income will be 20 grand a month, 30 grand a month. His check keeps getting bigger and bigger, and he's not even here. He's up in heaven. I mean, again, whose side are you on? And so there's new models of ways of making money that are superior to the old model. So I'm going to walk you through the mechanics of our compensation program. Number one, it begins by telling 3. At that moment, you're now earning more than you're spending. You're getting $4.45 per day. Take that times 31 days, and you're like, okay, that's more money every month than it costs for my membership. They take the cost of your membership straight out of the commissions that you're earning. So when you get 3 people no longer coming on my credit card, I have all the benefits at no ongoing charge to me. Now, let's assume you bring on a 4th person. And I'm doing that because I want to keep the legs even. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. And your 4 people tell a couple people each. Well, that means your 4 people turn into 8 people on the left, 8 people on the right. You are now earning $400 to $700 a month in ongoing residual income. Well, if you get those 8 people to tell a couple people each, you got 25 on the left, 25 on the right. You're making a couple $1,000s per month ballpark. Now, this is where Pastor Guy Taylor was when he, passed away. Well, clearly the business kept growing, right? Because he went to a significant 6-figure income, and it's because those few told a few who told a few. So if you're 25 on the left, 25 on the right, tell a couple people each. Now you got 63 customers on each side. You are now earning somewhere between $2,500 and $3,500 a month in ongoing residual income. If those 63 people tell 1 person each, you're now earning $4,000 to $5,000 per month in residual income. And if you just get just half of the 125 on each side to tell 1 person each, at this moment, you're now an ambassador in our company. And I can say that the ambassadors on a monthly basis, we advertise that they make $10,440. That's the advertisement. This is the breakdown of their check. $4,300, $2,500, $200, $500. You see it on the screen. Ambassador pool, $1,200. Ambassador Power Up bonus, $1,700. But I can tell you that for the last 3 months, that Ambassador Power Up bonus has been $2,600 or higher. So it's been about $1,000 more than we advertised. And this past month, the ambassador pool was $1,800. I mean, guys, the ambassadors for the last few months have been basically $12,000 per month. There's no company on the entire planet showing people how to make this kind of money, $10,000 to $12,000 per month in residual income coming in every single month, all because I went out and told a few who told a few. It grew to be 188 in my left leg, 188 in my right leg. That's a team of 376 people. I can tell you that in most companies, they would pay you roughly $1,500 a month, 18 grand a year. Guys, we're paying you over $123,000 a year. And when you get here, the company gives you 2 more vacations completely free of charge. And these happen to include airfare. And so, guys, it's the most incredible lifestyle. The company is just absolutely booming and accelerating in growth. As my wife mentioned, we have a beautiful home office in Southern California, but that's soon going to be our old building because last week our CEO and founder bought a building, right? We've been looking for additional office space. We keep hiring people. we need more space. And so he was about to take over the Wells Fargo building, didn't like the terms of the rent or the lease. And he says, you know what? We're a cash rich company. We're just going to buy a building. So we bought a building. Come August, we're going to have people come in once per month. You can meet the entire corporate staff. We're going to put on a full presentation, a training once a month. We'll have people flying from all over the world. We got the offices going up in Kazakhstan. We got the satellite office in Madrid, Spain. Guys, we're accelerating in growth. We are twice the size today as what we were exactly 1 year ago, and we will double again before the end of the year. That is the kind of growth we have going on because, again, we're bringing a brand new model to travel. We're doing things in travel that have never, ever been done before. We can document that tomorrow night. We're doing a live pricing demonstration. Expedia on one side, us on the other side, not if, not maybe. Documentation beats conversation. We are, in fact, showing people how to save the kind of money that I'm talking about. And when you can show people how to do the one thing they've always dreamed of doing at a price they never knew was possible, guys, then the rest is just telling a few who tell a few. And it's like building a big subscription base. And if you were there at the beginning of Netflix, clearly people like Netflix. If you own Netflix and people started telling people, oh my gosh, Netflix is great, you got to get signed up for it, and people are signing up for it and all those kind of things. Hey, people pay that monthly Netflix bill every month. Guess what? If you own Netflix, you got money coming in month after month. You became very wealthy because lots of people signed up for Netflix. It's no different. We're simply bringing a new model to travel, showing people how to do the one thing they wanted to do, travel for a lot less money. They pay that monthly fee. They're happy to do it because they're saving so much money, and they're loving the program. And obviously you get to earn commissions by being one of the people who go out and end up having a big old customer base of people. And it just allows you that ability to have leverage and make the kind of money that perhaps you've only dreamed of. So with that, guys, as I mentioned, it's my grandson's 10th birthday. Happy birthday to Nolan. We got to get out the road, get down and blow out some candles and do those kind of things. But guys, we'll be back again tomorrow night, 6 o'clock California time, 9 o'clock East Coast time. We have the live pricing demonstration tomorrow night. I'll get all that information text out to everybody. Hope you have a great evening, and God bless. Good night, everyone.